So I was at a friend's house, and his grandma passed away. Actually, me and the grandma, her name was Ida, were like good friends, man, first. And she passed away, man. So I went over there to hang out with the grandson. Ida was like very religious, like original. She was a Cartwright. She was from like back in, she came from the East, and she was hardcore, like an original Christian, like from Andy Griffith days. She was like real old, like 90 something years old, 95, 92, something like that. Um, so we would discuss, you know, have biblical conversations. I would drive her places and stuff. We became really good friends. At first, she didn't trust me. I went over there and asked, she was gardening. I was like, can I help you? And she thought I was there for like money or to ask her for money or something. We became very close. And I respected her Christian views because she was a G. So when I was over there hanging out with her grandsons, there was a book on the piano, and I went. It was a it was a praise and worship book. Okay, and it was old, man, because she was a G. She loved playing the piano and stuff, and I got to looking through it, and there are some things that sicken me. And I asked them, I'm like, yo, man, can I have this book? Can I buy this book from you? And they said, like, nah, it was my grandma, so you couldn't have it. I came home to look for this book, praise and worship book, and it was like $350. The only way I can get this book is pay $350. And so it cost $350. What I'm about to do, clear your mind real fast. Like I said, this is for those who have an ear to hear. Okay? You got to become babes. These are for the people who are wanting, these videos are for those who want to become babies and release all the religious knowledge. Maybe not all, but a lot of training, take the training wheels off and to release all the religious shit that you have learned. And if you're willing to, people who have had questions, people who question things, the church, God, and even Jesus, okay, even though that's who I roll with. Okay, clear. I'm going to read some words to you. And I want you to think, tell me what it sounds like. Okay? Let's get ready. Okay. First, here's a song. This is a song. It's called The Call for Reapers. That's the name of a song. Here's another title. Under the Blood. The blood will never lose its power. And power in the blood of Jesus. This is the one that really caught my attention. It's called A New Touch of Fire. Here's some of the lyrics. Heavenly love, a flame. Wondrous power save, send a new touch of fire on our souls. Blood, our only plea, longing heart aspire. Send it now, Lord, send it now. Lord, touch and send it now, O Lord, send it now, O blessed Lord. Lips today with the living coals, send a new touch of fire on our souls. There's more. There's a lot more. I'm just going to make it short. There's one, wonderful grace of Jesus. This This one, I'm trying to find, there's one that's even heavier. The Blood Washed Pilgrim. And so I marked the, oh, okay, there's more. Okay, Amazing Grace. We all know Amazing Grace. Picture going into church and singing this. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. So they're already programming you to that you ain't shit. Let me tell you the history of Amazing Grace. Now, Amazing Grace was about a slave boat owner who got caught in this storm so bad that he begged God. He's all like, God, if you will save me, I will write a song that puts me down. And that's what Amazing Grace is. Yeah, here's one. Whiter Than Snow. That's obvious. And here's another. Are you washed in the blood? Lyrics saying, washed in the blood of the, are you washed in the blood of the Lamb? Are you washed in the blood? Spotless? Are they white as snow? Are you washed in the blood of the Lamb? Now there's a serious one here, man, that for some reason, maybe it's the Reapers, I would do this, maybe I would put it later. There's a song in here that says, Satan brings the fire, and we know that we're weak against him, so touch our souls with the fire. I'm not bullshitting. Let's get to this book. This book was $350 online. And you had to get it from AbeBooks. And here it is. This is the praise and worship book that they were sitting behind, that they were putting in the pews. Okay? And when you look at it, it's a creepy, dry blood looking book. And you can see I wrote on here the Book of Evil. Why? Because this, I've been trying to decode why Christians are so programmed. Like you tell them, my child, when my child was 11 years old, when I taught my child about God, I let my child see the 10 Commandments. And there was a second one, I believe, that said, like, I am a jealous God. Don't worship any other gods, for I am a jealous God. And my child learned the lesson right there. I didn't have to tell the child anymore. It was plain and simple. I didn't, like, put no shit in the kid's head saying, like, God is evil. I didn't even say God was evil, this and that. I let the kid make the decision on their own. I am a jealous God. I found the parts where God said he was vengeful and can be tempted. My kid knew what was up right off. I didn't like spend time, like Christians would like go over and over and tell you how bad you are and how good and loving God is and all this stuff. They'll come to your door. They'll come to your house. They'll stand on corners. They are so rushed to get souls. Remember, I can't get the revelations. You guys know what I'm talking about. Once I edit this video, I'll put it in there. Where the devil says, it says, well to those of the sea and the earth, or earth and sea, for the devil sends the beast with wrath because he knows the time is short. Like I said, this is not the universal God or anything I'm talking about. I'm talking about the biblical. The biblical God is the devil, period. And these sends the beast with wrath. So all these, you got missionaries going to other countries and they're rushing. Come to our church, come to our church, come to our church. And they're so rushing to get souls. The Christ taught us that, like, put away, don't take your garments, or don't take your staffs with you. Don't take anything that makes anyone, that ties you to me. Let your light show. And when people come to you, let your light show. And when they come to you and they say, like, where'd you learn such light? Then you invite them to the caravan. That's how we were taught. We were not taught, well, there was taught to go in villages. Okay. Some were taught to steal donkeys, but a donkey was asked to be stolen because there was a pregnant woman in the caravan and she couldn't walk anymore. Justified. Kinda. I'll get to that later. But anyways, this is a praise and worship book. And I was always wondering, I'm like, if this God is saying I'm a jealous God, or people dying around you, and then everyone says it was like the God's will. Like my cousin died in his brakes went out on his truck, man, and he died in this fiery crash. And his mom, the family is hardcore religious. The sister even has a church, a church, and these people were all God, this and that. And then he was one of he was my cousin. We hung out a lot. He died, fiery crash, horrible, through someone's house and shit. And when I said, like, yo, God let my cousin die, they just said, like, well, God had a plan for him. So it's sickening. You're born, your child can be born, and God, they already have the plan for your kid to possibly die this horrible death. And you say, why'd you take my kid? Well, I had a plan for him. What was that plan? Well, don't ask. So it's bullshit, people. There's a universal God out there too, but that's going to have to be later in the lessons, because I just can't, you guys can't take this in that quick. Anyways, I was wondering how in the hell, and talking with my wife, how do these people continue to fight back when the facts are right in their face, and they still say, well, it's up to him, and I'm going to, anyways. This was the answer. It was the praise and worship songs. When you get these songs, you're being programmed. Just like you saw my video. If you watch my video about frequencies, these praise and worship frequencies are the same thing. Imagine singing a song saying, "Burn my soul." Dude, it's right here. Oh wait, we might have more. I might have found it. Conquerors. Oh, I think I found it. It was the thing was hidden. Okay, I'm going to read Conquerors through the blood. Nothing against his mighty power can prevail. Conquerors are for salvation and for blood bought victory. And a robe of white and golden crown shall wear. Conquerors are we. This is an old ass book, people. I think of 1492. Okay, let's continue. Through the blood, God will give us victory through the blood. Through the blood, through the Lamb for sinners slain, yet who lives and reigns again. More than conquerors are we. More than conquerors are we. I didn't add this. It's in the book. I thought that was the one I was looking for, man. The Blood-Washed Pilgrim. This is the book that my dear friend Ida had. And it got crazy. It's just crazy shit in it, man. Crazy shit. Oh, I will make the darkness light. Not too bad of a title. Let's read what it says. I will make the darkness light before thee. What is wrong, I'll make it. With an everlasting love, I'll love thee. Though with trials deep and although, here it is. Although Satan in his rage would tear thee, and with all his winning. And the highest place I'll bring down, not bad, when thou walkest by the way, I'll lead thee. And the high place I'll bring down. I'm going to say this shit again. I will make darkness light. Like back in the day, they called Lucifer the angel of light. We all know Lucifer is the angel of light. I know who Lucifer really is. Uh, uh, Fuck everybody, it's Jesus. And that's not who these people thought Lucifer was. These people thought Lucifer was some hardcore shit. Let's read that again. It's called, I will make darkness light. Although Satan in his rage would tear thee, and with all his winning, they're giving victory to Satan. And the highest place I'll bring down. Where's the highest place? Heaven. When thou walkest by the way, I'll lead thee. And the highest place I'll bring fucking down. I'm trying to tell Christians, man, your average Christian, that they are being led by the devil. Mega churches and people with this look prove is being led by the devil. Is there a beautiful God out there? Yes, there is. We call him the all universal God. Sorry, universal God. The universal God is what it sounds like. The universal God. The universal God is true, one. But when you get into this, all these different gods, man, like there, I think we're up to. I asked the AI how many gods are there, and it was like 2,000, and I thought there was only 200. When you get all these churches, you shouldn't have a Lutheran, Catholic, Protestant, Baptist. You shouldn't have all that if it's one God. A universal God is what it is. One God. Nobody goes to church. People go to church right now because of the community. Because they have kids and shit like that. Thank the gods I survived that when I had my child. When we had our child, we didn't go to no church gatherings or anything like that. My child turned out to be more righteous than your average Christian kid. This book, man, gives me creeps. And I had to have it. I had to have it. Look at the color. Looks like dried blood. This is what the what do you call it? The foundation of Christianity. This is the shit that you're singing, that they were singing, and this is the book they put behind in the pews. You had to sing this stuff, and you're singing it, man, and you don't know that you're worshiping Satan. I get frustrated. This is what I wrote. This is the weapon of the church, not the Bible. The Bible is not a decoy. Most of the songs within this book is Satan devil worship. Songs highlighted in yellow are main lines. This book is what has church people hypnotized. If you can take these books out of the churches, you will stop the trance, thus freeing the people. The music may be beautiful, but the words are Satan worship, no matter what language they are spoken in. Dude, it sucks to be awake. A lot of times it sucks to be awake, man. But I was chosen.
God is in his holy tent. Earthly thoughts be silent now, while with reverence we ascend and his presence bow.
Come on, Carol Ann, it's raining! Come on! What's wrong?
He is with us now and
Carol Ann, come on, let's go!
as we call upon his name, aiding every good endeavor, guiding our word every aim.